Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, I'm Heather Ione. I am a blogger and a YouTuber from St. Petersburg, Florida, and I create content all about self-help, health, and wellness. And today I wanted to come to YouTube to talk about how you can be a successful content creator in 2019 and 2020, because the last video that I uploaded was all about my YouTube struggles. And in that, I talked about how I finally got to the place where I felt comfortable with my blog, but I was starting out on YouTube and I didn't know what my thing was yet. I still don't. I'm still working on it, and I'm still very confused when it comes to YouTube. And I talked about this sort of overwhelming need to be perfect on YouTube and my challenges with video editing and things like that. But I kind of wanted to bring us up a little bit and talk about why I think you can still be a successful content creator in 2019 and 2020. So the number one thing that I hear bloggers and podcasters and YouTubers talk about is how so many people are afraid to start out on these platforms because they think that it's so oversaturated and that people don't want it anymore. And I'm noticing this now with myself. Getting into blogging and YouTube, I was so concerned and afraid that people wouldn't read my blog posts, that people wouldn't watch my YouTube videos, because why would they come and watch my YouTube videos, or why would they read my blog posts when there are so many successful YouTubers and bloggers out there? And I think that that is such a false limiting belief that many of us have. And it's super important, if you're passionate about YouTube or blogging or podcasting or whatever it is, to get rid of that limiting belief that we have, because it is so not true for a couple different reasons. And I think the main reason is that, you can still create a successful business in 2019 and in 2020. Saying there's no way I could be a successful blogger because there's so many bloggers out there is like saying there's no way anyone would read my book because there's so many books out there. There's no way I could start a successful business when, Nike and McDonald's exist. It's like saying there's no way I could be successful because there's so many successful businesses out there. Yes, that might be true, but I see new businesses popping up in St. Pete every single week that are doing wildly successful. So it's definitely not true. For whatever reason, we apply this to the online world and to content creation, but just because other people exist and are doing those things, prove that there's a need for it, that people like it, that people are curious about it, that they want to watch videos from other YouTubers, that they want to read blog posts. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many successful people doing it. So you don't want to attach that limiting belief when it comes to online content as well, because it's so BS that we think that there's no way we could be successful when other people are already being successful. It's like saying there's no way our grass could be green because our neighbor's grass is already green. It doesn't make sense. The other reason why you can still be a successful content creator in 2019 and 2020 is because, yes, there are so many people out there who are wildly successful in this, who have 12 million YouTube subscribers and things like that. But honestly, people are getting kind of sick of perfection. They're sick of seeing people completely dolled up with an amazing background and incredible editing skills and have everything planned out, what they're going to say, who are on top of it all the time, who are so perfect, because it's not relatable. It's not relatable anymore. When you see someone that is so perfect and has it all together and doesn't talk about their problems, you're like, I don't really relate to you at this point. There are a couple YouTubers and bloggers that I used to follow religiously for years, and now I don't pay attention to them because they've become so big. Their content has become so cookie cutter and so perfect that it's just not interesting for me at this point. So I think people are really craving authenticity and vulnerability and the truth behind that online persona that we put out for other people to see. So if you're trying to be a successful content creator in 2019 and in 2020, just like I am, I know the struggle that you're going through. I get it. I know this limiting belief that you can't be successful when there are people already doing it, but it's just not true. So you're going to want to address that and remind yourself of that every single day, because otherwise you might start developing these self-sabotaging behaviors where you're not working hard enough, you're not putting as much effort into it, you're not really caring, and you kind of just stop because you're like, whatever, I'm not going to be successful anyways. So you definitely want to break that before it even starts, before it turns into a vicious cycle. Because I know I've seen it in myself where I'm like, whatever, I'm not gaining traction, I might as well not do it. But that's not true. It just takes some time. And it just because you're not having wild success immediately after starting as a content creator doesn't mean that you won't become successful at some point. And also, I just want to throw it out there that every single person's version of success is different. You know, you can be a successful YouTuber and make money and be happy and create content that you're passionate about and have an audience of like 50,000 or 100,000 or something. You don't have to be the next like Zoella or something like that. So please keep that in mind. I wanted to post this video up really quick in case you saw my last video and you might have had like doubts or something like, oh my God, can we still do this if we're just starting out now? Yes, the truth is you absolutely can. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Remember to follow me on my blog. Subscribe on the way over there at www.lostonlineblog.com. You can also find me on Instagram at heather.ione, I-O-N-E. And make sure to check me out on Pinterest at Lost Online Blog, which I just completely revamped and I am super obsessed with right now. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.